Okay, we have here problem. The following oxidation reduction reactions are used in electrochemical cells, right? Then using cell notation. Mag-write tayo ng cell notation, yung sa galvanic shell. So usually, sa galvanic cell, meron siyang ito, meron siyang formula. Actually, how to write it in that notation. Paano ba siya i-write in cell notation? Ito, standard, ito, writing galvanic cells. So usually, how you write it is, yung pinaka-left is the anode. Again, anode is where oxidation happens. And then, electrolyte of the anode. And then, inihiya, amon yan ira salt bridge, niya. Aray, ginkukan lang, amon tiyat iya, um, separate lang duhang half reaction, ini, which is usually, you can imagine it a salt bridge. And then you have the electrolyte of the cathode. Again, the electrolyte is usually mga ions itira. And then the cathode and the anode are metals. Okay? So, yon, that's how you write it. So, going back to the problem, again, anode, here, anode would be silver, solid. And then your electrolyte of the anode is silver. And then you write the um, concentration. The cathode would be you can write it like this. Silver, you start with silver, and Ag. Let's go back to how we write it. So, anode, tapos maglalagay tayo ng isang bar. So, silver, and then maglalagay tayo ng bar na pa ganun. And then, we will put the electrolyte, or usually these are ions. So, Ag plus, lalagay tayo ng aqueous solution. Okay? And then, yung separation na ng galvanic cell. So, you could just imagine this is the salt bridge. What separates them? The oxidation and reduction. Then, alam natin na yung solution dun sa kabila. So, again ha, magbasa kayo dun sa galvanic shell. Usually, yung dalawang half reaction mo, yung oxidation at reduction, siniparate lang sila ng dalawang lalagyan. Tapos, nilagyan sila ng salt bridge. Meaning, para habang nagre-react sila, nag-oxidation reduction, napapalitan yung merong flow ng electrons doon sa voltmeter. Pag wala yun, meron lang potential, meaning nandun yung tendency, that is potential energy pa rin, or potential, di ba yung by virtue of position. So, meron siyang parang yung tubig, parang, di ba yung madaling intindihin yung potential natin sa tubig na nakaangat. Yung tubig na nasa baba, walang potential energy yun. Pag nasa taas siya, meron siyang potential energy. Meaning, pag ihulog mo yun, pwede yung makaproduce ng work. So, ganun din sa galvanic cell. So, kung hindi mo nilagyan ng, anyway, nandun sa paliwanag, tingnan nyo na lang. Pag di nyo nilagyan ng salt bridge, may potential, pero walang mag-flow na current. Or yung energy, hindi ma-generate. Parang ganun. Okay? So, this is a salt bridge. And then next is nickel 2 plus yata yung ah yung electrolyte dun sa kabila. Ito, nickel 2 plus, that is 0.2 molar. Dalagay natin yung concentration pala. Ito, 0.5. Teka. Ito, kailangan lagyan ng 0.5 molar. And then, we separate it with the salt bridge. And then, I think, nickel 2 plus. Nickel 2 plus. And then, the concentration is usually an aqueous. Meaning, nasa tubig. So, concentration nito is 0.2 yata yung binigay. But sir, bakit kailangan natin magsulat? Di naman natin yan answeran. Para nakakaintindi tayo kung nagbibigay naman ng isinulat na if the problem gives us a written cell notation. So, I think mayroong mga problem dito na from cell notation, dapat ma-represent natin yung chemical reaction or yung chemical equation whole. Kung baka pa nga kailangan i-balance. Who knows? Ako Tingnan natin kung ano yung mga problem. So nickel 2 plus 0.2 molar. So nickel 2 plus, you have a 0.2 molar. Again, yung concentration nito, yung dami niya sa tubig because nakahalo siya sa tubig, that's aqueous. And then you separate it with ganyan, yung cathode muna which is a nickel solid. So usually mga solid to siya. Makikita nyo yung setup, merong solid kung diin sila yung anode at saka cathode. Okay? This is solid. So this is letter A, how you write it down. Next for letter B, sino ba yung, again ha, tingnan nyo kung sino yung nag nag-oxidize at saka nagre-reduce. Again, yung anode mo is yung oxidation. So, oxidation is loss of electron, meaning yung electron ay nasa right side, loss of electron. So, ito siya, copper to copper 2 plus. So, meaning yung anode natin is copper. Di ba? Tama. Ewan ko sa'yo, sir. Ikaw naman yung may problema dyan. But anyway, yung cathode natin is, anode natin is copper. So, we will write it in terms of copper. Copper solid yung una. And then, this is solid. And then, ano yung, ano yung solution niya sa cat, ano yung solution niya sa kabila, sa cathode, sa anode pala, sorry. That is your copper 2 plus at 0.2 molar. Copper 2 plus at 0.2 molar. So, copper 2 plus at 0.2 molar. Okay? And then, separated by a salt bridge. So, tingnan nyo dito. Again, na anode, electrolyte at the anode, and then your salt bridge. So, ito to siya. Yung copper 2 plus. Okay? Yung copper 2 plus 0.2 molar. Yung platinum at saka chlorine, nandito sa kabila. Sir, asan dyan, sir? Yung PTCl6, PTCl4, chlorine, aqueous. So, dito banda, usually makikita natin na yung metal talaga dito is platinum. Dito sa kabila, di ba? Copper na naman yung anode natin. You have your copper as your anode. Dito sa kabila, makikita natin na ito sila, mga aqueous to, aqueous, 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 aqueous. So basically, ito kahit to nasa okay. Itong platinum Cl6, so habang generate ito, actually, pwede mo silang grupuhin ito. PTCl6, PTCl4 at saka chlorine o chloride. Actually, kasi nakamix lang yan sila. Okay? Dito talaga yung copper na lose of electron, that's oxidation. Yung copper 2 plus na na-oxidize sa kabila at yung nare-reduce ito sila para maging copper. I mean yung chloride mo para yung platinum na solid mo is um, I mean your chlorine, yung chlorine dito. But anyway, ito mga solution kasi ito eh. So meaning yung cathode mo dito, ito yung metal dito sa kabila which is platinum. Okay? So yung pag-write diyan, so basically ikakama mo lang kasi yan naman yung mga electrolytes. So paglagay mo dito, ilalagay natin yung mga electrolytes, ito sila. Si PtCl6 0.1 molar. Let's start with PT platinum Cl6. Um, of course, that is a 2 negative, 0.1. So, 2 negative yung charge niya, tsaka 0.1 molar yung concentration niya. You just write it from left to right. Then next, ito si PtCl4, 2 negative. So, PtCl4, Cl4, 2 negative. Sir, bakit kailangan yan? Again, baka magbigay siya. But anyway, just for familiarity to. Kasi, pag naka-write siyang ganun, makikita nyo talaga na dun sa isang, kung naka-galvanic cell ka, meaning, ito sila, yung nasa kabilang glassware. Kasi yung galvanic cell, laboratory ko yun eh. Laboratory siya. So, ito silang banda, nasa kabilang beaker. Kung beaker yung nilagyan mo, at ito sila, present sila usually sa another beaker. Maybe in a form of chemical reaction. Dahil sa chemical reaction, produce sila. So, nandun sila sa kabila. Nakikita nyo, it doesn't mean na siguro isa sa kanila yung tinimpla habang nangyayari yung oxidation reduction, it reacted to one of these. So, nandun pa rin sila sa solution na yun. Okay? PT, Cl4, and then your 2 negative, 0.1 molar. 0.2, 0.1 molar. Then, comma. Wala tong linya sa baba ha. Ito lang. Maybe I can delete. Delete. Okay, and then your chloride. 0.4 molar. Tinimpla yata talaga to eh. But anyway, so tingnan lang natin. Ako, nagtututo rin ako. Yung chloride negative is mga tinimpla kasi mayroon siyang molarity. Usually yung molarity, nagtitimpla ka ng compound na yan, probably may mga padis inihira nga PtCl6, PtCl4. Just to ma-sure na yung oxidation reduction ay mangyayari. At, kung kung siya kung lab setup. Okay? So matitimpla to siya actually, guys. Or kung mayroon tayong mga gamit nito, actually we could observe the potential difference. Kaya lang walang kwan yung laboratory natin. So, maybe next time, ako, isa sa problema ko siguro to paano ko siya kung mayroong mga compound na ganito para makikita tayo ng cell potential, of course. Okay, so inisa lang natin and then we separate it kung ano yung cathode natin, which is usually platinum, yung solid dyan. Ito yung separator, kung anong solid dyan. Kasi yung anode cathode natin, yung solution natin, nakadip yun, may mga metal na ilalagay dyan. So yung metal na yun will serve as the anode and cathode. Doon mag-start mag-travel yung electrons from anode to cathode. Meaning yung anode mo is yung negative, yung cathode mo is yung positive. Okay? Meaning yung electrons mo mag-generate from loss of electron. Makikita mo, loss of electron. Ibig sabihin, kung nag-lose siya ng electron, yun yung electron na aalis. So talaga, ganun din yung pagkakasulat ng cell potential natin from negative to positive, from anode to cathode. Okay? So yun yung takbo ng kuryente actually. From anode to cathode, meaning ilalagay natin yung positive pole ng battery ng voltmeter sa positive. Tama? Tama yata. From negative to positive. Teka ha. Maybe kailangan tumingin sa drawing niya. Baka nagkamali ako dun. Nakalimutan ko yung setup. But anyway, this is how you write the cell potential for B. How about for letter C? Tingnan natin yung problem sa letter C. Lead at saka silver. Diba? So, ano yung anode at saka cathode dyan? Tingnan mo na lang. Uh, uh, silver chloride, kailangan nating tingnan yung silver dito is -1, +1 dito 0. From +1 to 0, mag-gain ng electron yung silver. Diba? So, ito kasi dito, yung silver is +1. Dito naman sa product, your silver is a 0 kasi solid siya. So, from positive to 0, meaning nag-gain siya ng electron. Again, mauuna yung loss of electron, meaning yung lead. So, lead yung isusulat natin sa anode nito. Okay? So, lead, Pb. Pb muna, solid. Tapos, lagyan natin separate. Ano yung mga solution mo dito sa anode na banda? So, yung solution mo dyan is yung related sa silver. Sa lead. Which is ito, lead sulfate. Sorry. Ilalagay mo muna yung solid na lead sulfate. Okay, meron yan. Solid na lead sulfate actually. Parang may mamumuo kasi nakasolid siya eh. Tapos itong sulfate. Maybe you can write PbSO4 kasi solid din siya. Maybe, but yun talaga yung kuan. Yung solution talaga dito yung sulfate. So, yung lead sulfate mo, anyway, solid naman yung lead sulfate as an ion. So, i-write mo siya more sa left. So, lead sulfate, that is solid. And then, comma, saka na yung sulfate. Okay? SO4.3. So, yung sulfate mo, SO4, 2 negative, at 0.3 molar. So, yun yung nasa left side mo. Okay? So, yung nasa left side. Anyway, you can see that your lead sulfate is being generated. So, makikita mo na habang nangyayari yung reaction na to, actually, ito yung nakatimpla eh. Nagpro-produce siya ng lead sulfate habang nangyayari yun. Actually, maganda talaga itong nakikita natin sa, kuan eh, with of course with laboratory tools. Ako excited ako dito. Oo, matututo rin ako nito. Makikita mo talaga na samtang nagre-react. Yung ibig sabihin kasi nito, habang nangyayari yung oxidation reduction, nakatimpla ka nito at 0.3, tapos meron kang cathode na lead, anode pala, sorry, anode na lead sa kabila. So habang nangyayari yung oxidation reduction reaction, makikita mo yung namumuong lead sulfate kasi solid siya, nasa product siya na side eh. Pero nasa anode siya na banda. Interesting to pang mga ganito. Ganito talaga yung gusto ko. Para hindi tayo vague na nagsasabi lang. But anyway, so sulfate, ano pa ba? So, silver na yung nasa kabila. So, of course, you have to close ganito na siya. So, maglalagay na tayo ng dalawang uh, linya. So, meaning, separate na yung bottle. Isang bottle to at saka yung sa kabila. Isang bottle rin. So, we will start with um, sil uh, chloride. Chloride at 0.2. So, yun siya. Chloride, negative at 0.2 molar. Then, magkakama tayo. Nakukonsume yung silver chloride actually as a solid. Meaning, maglalagay tayo ng silver chloride crystals. Silver chloride. Meron, hindi naman ito mahal actually. Kung meron to, pwede talaga tayong maggawa ng setup para ma-observe natin. So, silver chloride is present as a solid. So, kailangan meron niyang parang ibubudbud mo lang. I think silver chloride din is anyway, tingnan nyo lang yung solubility niyo ng silver chloride. Kasi nakalagay siya na solid, so dapat sobra siya. Meaning, makikita mo talagang hindi siya tunaw. So, that's what it means. So, silver chloride and then, saka natin ilalagay yung silver na solid. Maglalagay na tayo ng separator. Cathode na tayo. Again, cathode is yung metal talaga na kung saan yung wire nakalagay. Okay? So, cathode would be silver solid. Yun lang, mahal. Just imagine, maglagay tayo ng cathode na silver. Mahal yan. Diba? Yung silver nga lang na kuwan, mahal. Yun lang. Baka hindi talaga to magawa ng setup kung sakasakaling merong mga compound ito. But anyway, this is how you write it. ABC. Yung isa words, in a galvanic cell, one half cell contains 10 molar HCl and a platinum electrode. Pt, which H2 is bubbled at a pressure of 180. The other half cell is composed of zinc electrode in a 1.25 solution of zinc nitrate. So the one half cell is composed of, actually you have to find the metal with it. Platinum, yes, that's the platinum electrode. So because you have to write first the anode, then the cathode. So there's a platinum and the other half cell is a zinc metal. So those are the two metals which should be the electrode, meaning the left and the side. Looking at the formula I've told you about, I think I've already standard cell quotation writing galvanic cell. So meaning, as you have that word, this anode and cathode is already, we don't know if zinc or the other one platinum, the anode or the cathode, but we can verify it. Actually, we can verify it from um, the cell. I mean, from the tables, the standard tables with respect to the SHEE, the what we call the hydrogen electrode. So we have a table for that. I'll be passing it on to you. So let's find first the table. So how can, usually in that table, you can predict where among the two electrodes, the possible electrodes, where are they should be rightly placed. Those, may I look first at the table? I think it's in, yes, energy and then your discussion. Yes, that's one, electrode potential. So we have to look for, what we're looking actually is those with, I think I have to have my mouse. We have to look for that zinc electrode and platinum electrode of who's in favor to be an anode or a cathode. So the rule is those who have a bigger positive value should be the anode. Again, those should have a bigger positive value should be the anode if there are two, of course. And those with a smaller positive, or maybe it's a negative. So as long as you have that, um, what do you call that? That line which divides integers from positive to negative. Those who leans to the right should be the anode, and those values who lean to the left should be the cathode. So that's the simple rule, a simple rule for this. Uh, looking for is zinc. See, so here's zinc. Zinc has a negative value. So if platinum has a positive value, so definitely platinum should be the anode. So I should be looking for the um, platinum. There it is. Platinum has a value of 1.2, while zinc has a value and negative. So platinum would be at the left, meaning at the anode. So we know that for galvanic cell, it should be from the negative to the positive, just like a galvanic cell is. So it should be from the negative to the positive. So we will write first platinum. Platinum is solid or the metal, and then slash, of course, following the formula. And then the solution, um, zinc has a zinc nitrate. So the hydrochloric and then H2 is bubble at a pressure of 1 atm should be written at the left side. Okay? So I think I should start with H2. and then I'll write the 1 atm pressure. So it should be written as like that. So H2, and then it is at 1 atm. So the pressure is notified, and then I should have put a comma because this is the solution are made of the H2 and the this other one, this HCl at 0.01, HCl at 0.01. So it should be like this: HCl at 0.01 molar. And then you have um, your brake, and then next to it, of course, is the platinum zinc side. So your zinc has a solution of 0.125 molar zinc, point 1 zinc nitrate. The zinc nitrate at 0.125 molar. So zinc nitrate at 0.125 molar, 0.125 molar, and then zinc, sorry, 0.125 molar, and then zinc molar, and then of course that zinc electrode as a cathode. Zinc as a cathode, of course, this is solid. So I think it should be written as like that. So this is partly of our solution. Maybe I just have to attach this to the last video that I have. Okay, thank you guys for listening. Um, okay.